Alright guys, so I have got a very not approved method for surfacing brake rotors on my Dodge here. I've had brakes bought for this thing for about 4 years, at least the pads. I don't drive this truck very much, maybe 3,000 miles a year if that. Anyway, I bought this truck with like 83 or 4,000 miles on it, and the first owner let the first set of pads get down into the rotor and grooved them up. They had already replaced the brake pads whenever I bought it. I ran those out, I replaced them again. Those are gone, and I bought the set that I got about 4 years ago. Like I say, I only drive this truck 2,000 or 3,000 miles a year, so 10 or 15,000 miles ago. Anyway, I'm getting ready to put them on, and it really needs some new brake rotors. I don't have any. The parts house wants $150 a piece basically for them. I get them online for like probably 70 bucks a piece or something. And but I want to go ahead and get these pads on there while I got time to do so. I've got all the other ones done except for this one here. I'm going with EBC 6000 series brake pads right here. Here's the part numbers. If that'll help anybody out, that's for the front, and that's for the rear. And this is a 2007 model truck. Anyway, so I've had those bought for about 4 years or so, as I say, and I just want to clean this outer surface up. The brake pads will bed into that, but I want to clean that up so it's aesthetically looks better, and hopefully it doesn't make it the pedal pulsate. If it does, I'm gonna have to go ahead and swap them out, but we're gonna try this just to make it look a little better. I know it needs some rotors, but let's give it a shot, see what happens. And so what I'm gonna do is crank the truck up, put it in reverse. That way if something were to happen, I got it all jacked up and everything, but if something were to happen, I have a tractor part behind it where it's not gonna run off and run into anything other than the tractor that's behind it that'll stop it. So we'll put it in reverse and we're gonna see what happens there. All right, well, that looks a lot better. I wonder how bad it's going to, if the pedal's going to pulsate, because I know it's got some dips in it. I'm pretty sure it does anyways. Especially on the outside edge. The inside may be pretty smooth. That outside edge had a pretty good lip on it. The inside's still bad. It makes it look better looking through the wheel anyway. I need to get some rotors for this thing. We're gonna try this for right now, since it's midnight and I don't have any. So go ahead and get these other brakes and everything put on there. At least I'll be able to drive the truck, and we'll see how it does. And if its pedals pulsate and everything, we'll go ahead and get some rotors ordered, and I may go ahead and do that anyway. These are new brake pads, EBC 6000 series. Got the inner one already removed. I've got to, after I get these on there, I've got to get these caliper pistons pushed back in, remove these pins, and free them up, and put some anesthesia stuff on them. I wonder how many people I'm gonna make bad with this video. You can see the grooves in there. Sometimes I like to do videos just to make people mad. Those pins have to slide freely. Put some anti-seize down in there. Wow. Drop it all in the dirt. That's great. Another one done. Some people use grease on theirs. I've used grease before. I got anti-seize right now. Some people like to use one thing, some like to use another. Anywho, something else for somebody to get mad about. Top gotta go in. in first. Make sure my pin's all the way in there. So the truck had 84,000, I think, when I bought it. It's got 212,000 on it now. So that's 100 and something thousand miles on these rotors here that were bad when I bought the truck. They're a little bit thinner on this outside now that I cut it down, but it's got a ridge right there. I just want it to look a little better. I know it needs some rotors on it, but I may go ahead and order some. But for right now, I need to get these brakes on there because I got one that was on the other side that was the pad was gone. It was metal on metal. I don't know how good of pads these are, these EBC. I've never used them before. Whenever I was researching it 4 years ago, everybody said they were pretty good pads, and so I ordered some and I never put them on. So I guess we're going to find out now how good they are, because the last ones I bought were just standard AutoZone, whatever the best grade they had at AutoZone at the time, and that's been several years ago. So anyways, turning into the Tin Man over here with the NSEs. Let me get cleaned up. We'll get this wheel put back on there. We'll go see what she does. Alright guys, we're driving down the road. I'm fixing to apply the brakes for the first time here. I don't feel no vibration, or pedal pulsation rather. I just lightly applied them to slow down there. They're going to have to get bedded in. They seem like they grip pretty good, even though they're not bedded in yet. It's very lightly touching on the pedal there. Speedometer's off a little bit. It got bigger tires on it. We're actually running about 60. Yeah, they're smooth. There's no pedal pulsation there. So I guess that'll work. Somewhere and turn around and go back home and park this thing. pretty good right here. They feel like they're biting pretty good. I didn't mash on the pedal all that hard. And I know they're not bedded in because you've seen the grooves in them. We hadn't really been nowhere. Hadn't stopped but just a couple times there. But no pedal pulsation at all. So I'm happy with it. Alright guys, I don't know if the camera is going to pick this up. You see on the outer edge right there, we got some spots, high and low spots, but across the rest of it is smooth. And we only stopped, well, we only stopped twice, but we slowed down about 4 times. So just got a couple of high spots on the outer edge, but the rest of it's smooth. So as long as the rest of it's smooth, it's going to work, and it'll wear in there and wear those slight high spots down. It should work just fine. I don't know how well the camera's picking that up, but anyway.